All right, and here in Oklahoma, part of that storm system is actually why we're seeing a cold front pushing through.
It's why we have the front, guys. It's why you have the chance for severe weather. It's also why we've had all the wind over the past several days. Very deep area of low pressure now over northern Minnesota. Sparked thunderstorms yesterday in northern Oklahoma up into Kansas. And I think we'll see widespread severe weather along that cold front as we head into your afternoon and evening. So it's a day to be weather aware. Today is May 31st. 9 years ago, the widest tornado on the surface of the planet touched down in El Reno. We're going to talk much more about that in our next block. It's mostly sunny skies is where we're starting off your Tuesday. It's warm, it's windy. We're 3 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. We see 80s across northern Oklahoma. Now there's the front. Behind it, a north wind, lower mid 60s, still 50s in the panhandle, but getting warm and eventually very unstable ahead of that cold front. South winds are 25 to 35 miles per hour. It's breezy, and we're climbing into the 80s and 90s this afternoon. Now 90s ahead of that cold front. That's going to be the area that we have to focus on for this pooling of Gulf moisture, where it will kind of stack up right along that boundary, and that will equate to instability. So this time of year, that's fuel for storms, and that can allow those updrafts to grow very rapidly, just kind of explode during peak heating and sustain some very large hail. So instability, when you look at the scale, the high to up to the purples, that's getting close to the extreme from Enid to Ponca to Clinton to Hobart. And that's where some of the largest hail today will be possible, and where I do think we'll see several storms develop between about 4 o'clock and midnight. It's a low to a moderate threat. Oklahoma City is included and a threat for severe weather, but that's going to be much later this evening, and that will be as the storms are weakening. The main show coming up for this afternoon is going to be right here. That's where chances are 50 to 60% for any one location. Quarter golf ball size hail, very possible, and I think we could see tennis balls out of some of these storms later today. So damaging hail is going to be possible. Winds 65, 75 miles per hour, and of course the big concern is will these storms rotate, and will they rotate fast enough at the low levels to produce a tornado? Now the threat is low as we head into the afternoon, but each of these storms ahead of that cold front will have to be watched closely, especially in the southwestern portion of the state. That's why our entire team of trackers will be out today if we need to. Jim Gardner, of course, will be in the air. David and the Payne and the team. David Payne and the team will be here as we head into your afternoon to bring you those updates on air and online. I hope he's not watching. Cold front is moving in, so late this evening that chance of storms presses further to the south, and that will include the Oklahoma City metro, but that's as storms are falling apart and they're starting to really take a downward spiral in intensity, which is a good thing. Lows tonight will be in the 60s and 70s, and what will happen tonight is that boundary will lift back to the north, and I think additional storms start to flare up after midnight in the northwest, and those storms could still produce wind and hail very early in the morning and will pose a flooding threat as well. Tomorrow afternoon, here it comes again. The front gets shoved further to the south, more widespread rain and storms. Look how cool it'll be in northwestern Oklahoma. 50s versus 80s and 90s to the south, with scattered thunderstorms erupting for your Wednesday afternoon and evening, and those will have a chance to pulse up and be severe. Instability won't be quite as high, but some quarter-size hail, 65-mile-an-hour winds, very heavy rain. Tomorrow night, kind of the last round out of all of this, and that will be in central and southern Oklahoma exiting early Thursday. So how much rain? Because I do think we'll see some issues when it comes to flooding. It's just hard to pick out those individual areas where storms will kind of train over the same region. 1 to 3 inches for northwestern Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, 1, maybe up to 2, and this is going to take you through all the rounds I just showed you through your Thursday. Now there's some data that suggests there are bullseyes of 4 to 5 inches in a few areas, so we'll keep you updated as far as the flooding threat is concerned as well over the next few days. Much cooler heading into your Thursday, 76 on Friday. We will have thunderstorm chances for your weekend right now, scattered about Saturday and Sunday, and guys, there's still some 90s on the way next week. Back to you.